So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you this Betty Cooper inspired makeup look from Riverdale. If you guys don't watch that show, do yourselves a favor, go on Netflix right now and start episode 1 because it is such an addicting show. I got everyone addicted to it. I got my best friend addicted to it. I got my sister addicted to it. I got Jake addicted to it. I finished the first season in like a day and a half, and now I am patiently waiting for season 2. I thought this would be a really fun makeup look to do. I wanted to wait until Halloween, but I thought, why not? I kind of want to do it now. I thought it would be just a fun tutorial to do. I'm gonna do Veronica also, either my next video or the video after. And on top of it, I also want to add in a special effects version to this. Spoilers for those of you that don't watch the show. I don't really know if it's spoilers, but if you don't watch the show, then you wouldn't know this. So if you don't want to hear what this is now, skip maybe 15 to 20 seconds into this video. So for those of you that know, Betty has like kind of a darkness within her. When she's really angry, she claws at her fists like this, and it winds up giving her like this wound right here throughout the show. And I thought I'd show you guys how to do that as well, because as well as the glam portion of makeup, I also like to do the special effects version of makeup. It's super easy. You guys will see it was very easy to do this trick. So yeah, if you guys want to see how to get this Betty Cooper inspired makeup look, then just keep on watching. Hey you guys, I know this isn't the best wig. I apologize. This was the only thing I had handy. It had bangs and I tried to pin it as best as I could, but it was being a little difficult. I can't fully show you the hair because this is the one I used in my Harley Quinn tutorial. My only blonde wig I had available, so. But let's go ahead and get started. This is probably gonna dye the back of my shirt. Great, hopefully it comes out. Let's pray. So to start, I feel like Betty has very dewy skin, so I'm gonna be using the badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. Let that fully dry because I've made that mistake before. I didn't let it fully dry and my concealer went all over the place, so let it fully dry. That's my warning to you.
I'm just gonna move this wig up here. That's better.
Okay, so I'm going to be using a combination here. She has very natural looking skin, so I'm going to be using a mix of these two. I'm going to be using the Tarte Tape Shape Concealer, just cover up certain areas, and I'm going to be using the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. I'm going to be trying this out for the first time on camera. Alright, just going to put a little bit of this on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to go ahead and conceal certain areas on my face. I'm going to dip my beauty blender in this and then go over the areas I concealed with it. Clearly this really wasn't my foundation color, but it was the best I got, so I gotta make do with what I got. Now I'm gonna set some of that in my T-zone areas with the RCMA No Color Powder. Just gonna dip my beauty blender in. And I'm gonna set my smile lines, my chin, my nose, and my forehead and my under eyes. I usually like to let the smile lines bake for a little bit, so I'm just gonna leave that on. Next, I'm going to do my brows, and I'm going to do them very lightly. I don't have a super light pencil, so I'm just going to make do with what I have. She doesn't have super thick, crazy brows anyway. They actually look very natural. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Definer in Chocolate, and all I'm going to do, I'm just going to fill in the areas of my brow with little hair. Okay, now I'm just gonna go ahead and set my brows with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and I'm gonna make them a little bit feathery. So I'm just gonna brush them upwards and just lock them in place. Now, next for the eyes, Betty actually wears very plain eyeshadow, if no eyeshadow at all. I'm just gonna be doing a look that's gonna make my eyes look a lot more open and a lot more doughy-eyed, but I'm not gonna use a lot of products. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna use the Morphe E30 brush. I'm gonna take a little bit of Peach Smoothie here, and I'm just gonna put this shade in my crease. The next shade I'm going to be taking, I'm actually going to go ahead and mix Creme Brulee and Bake Sale together. And I'm going to be using this same brush again. And these are both from Makeup Geek, just so you guys know. Not sure if I mentioned that before, but yeah, they're both Makeup Geek shadows. I'm just going to keep this on my crease and then a little bit on the outer corner as well. I'm not going to let this go in my inner corner. I'm just going to keep it on the outside. Now just to define my crease just a hair more, because again, I don't want the eyeshadow to be too overboard, I'm going to be taking Anastasia bronzer in the shade Fawn. I'm just going to keep this color on my outer corner and a little bit in my crease, just to define it a little bit more. And it's going to give us that doughy-eyed effect. Okay, that's it for eyeshadows. Now, just to make my eyes look even more open, I'm going to be using a nude eyeliner. I'm going to be using the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Honey Dude. And I'm just going to place this on my lower waterline. Now for my top waterline, I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs Black Eyeliner, just a little mini one I had still. And I'm just going to tightline with this. This is just going to make my eyes look a lot more open and awake. Now clearly Betty doesn't wear falsies, it doesn't look like she does anyway, so I'm going to be using the Lash Domination Mascara from bareminerals. I have the little mini one because I'm just trying it out. And let's see if I like this. I'm just going to be placing this on my bottom and top lashes. Okay, so I actually really like this mascara a lot. Not so much for the bottom lashes, but for the top lashes, I really like it. It makes them look super voluminous and gives them a lot of length. Okay, now the eyes are done. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the face. Betty has very nice defined cheekbones, so I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Bronzer right here. And the brush I'm gonna use is the Morphe M523 brush. And I'm not gonna make them too chiseled because again, Betty doesn't really look like she wears a lot of makeup. I'm just gonna give myself more defined cheekbones like she does. So again, the way I do that and the way I contour, if you guys haven't seen my videos before, I start from the top of my ear and then I work my way down the cheekbone, but I stop at the halfway point. So I start right here and then I blend upwards. I never move it down, I always blend upwards. Also gonna do my forehead a little bit just to make it a little even though there's really not a point, because my hair is going to cover it anyway. Now for a blush, I'm going to be using the Tarte blush in the shade Party. To apply this, I'm going to be using the Morphe E4 brush. And she has very pink cheeks, so I'm going to go a little ham with this. I'm going to place this more on the apples of my cheeks. Now for a highlight. I know Betty probably doesn't wear highlight, but I wanted to do something a little fun and something I feel like she would wear as a highlight. Her cheeks do look pretty glowy at times, so I'm gonna be mixing two. I'm gonna be mixing the Mary Luminizer by The Balm with Becca in Moonstone. And I'm just gonna highlight the regular areas. Tops of the cheekbone, little on my nose, and my Cupid's bow. Now for my lips, she has very pink glossy lips, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to be using the NYX Nude Pink Lip Liner. I'm just going to fully line my lips with this and then also fill them in. And then Betty also has fuller lips than I do, so I'm going to overdraw them just a little bit. Now for lip glosses, I'm going to be mixing two. Buxom Cosmetics was nice enough to actually send me a bunch of full-size products, and it was so amazing. Thank you so much, Buxom, if you're watching. I really appreciated it. It was so amazing and sweet. This is not sponsored, and it was just really exciting, and I love their brand so much. Their lip glosses are the only lip glosses I actually like. So yeah, that was amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciated it. I'm gonna be mixing Kimberly lip gloss. It's a little bit of a sparkly pink with White Russian, my all-time favorite lip gloss in the whole world. I'm gonna use this one first because her lips are really pinky and sometimes they have a little sparkle to them. And now I'm gonna add White Russian over top. And then I also just went ahead and set all that again with the Mario Badescu facial spray one more time just to give my skin that dewy look again. Now for the fun portion of this is gonna be a little bit of the FX portion. I'm gonna do the way that she indents her hands with her fingernails. So how I'm gonna start with that, I'm actually gonna go ahead and indent them just a little bit, not by a lot, like don't hurt yourself, just do it a little bit just so you can get like an outline. See, there's like a little, you probably can't tell, but there's like a little outline there, and that's where I'm gonna start from. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the Jaclyn Hill Favorite Palette by Morphe. So weird, I know, this is my favorite palette though to do effects looks with. And where the indents are, I'm just gonna fill them in with this color right here from the palette, kind of like a purpley color. I also apologize if my camera keeps looking like it's in different angles and whatnot. My camera keeps overheating and it's frustrating me, but whatever, I'm gonna move past it, I'm gonna get through this. So yeah, like I've been saying with the hands, you're just gonna use that color And you're also gonna blend it around so there's no harsh lines. Now to just make the wound look a little bit deeper, I'm gonna be taking this black from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. I'm just gonna dip my brush a little bit in that, and then just in the middle, I'm gonna define that a little bit. Because when we put the blood on, we want it to look deeper, and the black is just gonna make it look a lot deeper. Next, I'm gonna be taking this brush I have here. I'm just gonna make it look a lot more irritated and red. I'm gonna take a little bit of red from the Morphe 12P Picasso palette, and I'm gonna mix it with that same color in that Morphe Brushes palette that we've been using. I'm gonna wipe off the excess of my brush. I'm just gonna like blend it down, up, and around the wound. And it's just gonna make it look a lot more irritated. And I'm gonna blend it all around just so it doesn't look like the color is all in one spot. I wanna look like the whole hand is irritated now. I'm gonna take a little bit of Ben Nye Scab Blood right here. I'm gonna dip my spatula in it, and I'm just gonna be placing this along the wounds that we put in the black area. And that's it. It's that easy. And that's it. I hope you guys liked this tutorial. I apologize, I'm filming this late at night, so if I seem like not as energetic or really tired, that's why. It took me forever to decide to film this, and there have been a lot of technical errors going on while filming this, but I got through it, I filmed it, hopefully it turns out okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Have a great rest of your night or day wherever you are. I'll see you guys in my next video. And remember, stay weird, my friends. Bye guys.